This is our CISC 200 video project by Robert, Jack, and Tyler. Our project is on the vlookup function in Excel, and this is just a step-by-step guide on how to use it. What is the vlookup function? It's a function that Excel provides in Excel, or that Microsoft provides in Excel, and you can use the function when you want to find a value in the left-hand column, a vertical array of data, and return a corresponding value from another column. So what does this mean? In our example, you could suppose you're a teacher trying to calculate grades, and you want to look up a letter grade for the corresponding percentage. So in our example, we will have calculated percentages in one column and then another column with the corresponding letter grade. So you can go through the whole class and just assign letter grades really simply.
The vlookup syntax is written right here. It's use the function of vlookup, and then you type in the lookup value, which is the specific cell that you want to find the corresponding value of. The values for the table array, what column the value you want to look up is in, and then the range lookup, which is either approximate or exact. Yep, this is the description of each one. For the range lookup, you want true if you want an approximate match or the closest match, and false if you want an exact value that matches your lookup value in the first part of the equation. For the rules, the data in the supplied table array must be organized in columns. If it's in rows, you have to use the vlookup function, which is pretty much the same thing, but just horizontally. The function sees uppercase and lowercase text as being equal, and the function includes all characters, including spaces, when searching for a match. So if you have an exact match, it's not going to be able to find it. Two error signs that will pop up if you make a mistake somehow are the NA. The error of NA will be returned if an exact match is not found, or which will happen if the lookup value is false and it's looking for an exact match. And ref, which is an error caused by an attempt to reference cells that don't exist. And now we're going to go on to an example problem.
Here we have a sample problem that a teacher might use. Here we have her grade book with the student names on the far left and the student scores throughout the year. Here we have a sum of their total points, and up here it lists that the total possible points is out of 500. We take the total points divided by the total possible points to receive a percent grade. In order to find the corresponding letter grade for each student, we will want to use the vlookup function. In order to use that, you type an equal sign and the function vlookup. Next, it lists the lookup value, the table array, column index number, and range lookup. First, we will list the lookup value, which is the percent grade. Then we will type in a comma. Then we will find the table array. The table array is the rubric listed to the right. Before we go any further, we will want to type in $signs to lock in the table array so that it is referenced properly. Next, we type in a comma at the end and go on to column index number. This is asking for which column in the rubric we should reference. Over here we have the percentages, but we want to reference the letter grade, so we type in column 2. Finally, we go to the range lookup value. We want to use an approximate match instead of an exact match because some of the percentages are in between the values and not exactly 60, 70, 80, or 90. So we type in true, close parentheses, and enter. A letter grade of F is returned. This is appropriate because the student received a 46.8%. If we want to drag this formula down to the rest of the students, we simply highlight the bottom corner and pull it down to the rest of the cells. As you can see, the appropriate letter grade has been matched to the student. This is the end of the example for the video project.